Right, good morning everyone. I hope everyone is well. Rob's away for his birthday, his birthday the other day, and he's gone away for a couple of days. And I'm sure he'll tell you himself, but he clean forgot that he weren't going to be back for this morning's broadcast. So he let me know about 5 minutes ago, and I have got jobs for the morning. This morning, I've actually got absolutely naught to do, because Hannah's driving the JCB, she's having some lessons, and I'm tutoring. Yep. So there's no pressure. I'm just going to have a short broadcast. I don't know how long we're going to be on, but we'll make it up to you if it's only a short one. It depends on how we get on, really. Hannah's going to get some bales off at the minute. No pressure. You did a little bit yesterday, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah.
It's not the easy. Oh, you've already got 2 bales down.
Yeah.
So you're winning. Right. First thing to note here. Them bales are next to each other. So what you're not going to be able to do? Cut them.
Yeah.
So,
I'm relying on you to have a knife though.
Have you not got one?
No.
I ain't got one either. Danny's in Roundhouse, will you have one?
No.
Good start. We'll get something hard at Roundhouse to cut a bale. So if you put your right hand spike into it just a little bit on this left hand edge.
This one?
Yeah. See, you sort of come at it at the wrong angle. You see, right. You might be able to do it if you sort of go in at like that.
Oh, am I actually spiking it?
Yeah, tiny bit.
Go down a bit?
Yeah. Because you're only pulling it a tiny bit to one side. And then turn your wheel that way. Keep going. And you'll be able to do that. That'll be fine for now. And if you pull back a little bit, yeah, you'll be able to cut it and then you can spike it. Then. I'll go try and find you an implement, okay? No pressure.
No pressure.
This is about as much pressure as it gets, really, isn't it? On a live broadcast.
I'm going to say second lesson.
Second lesson. She did some with Wade yesterday, and Wade's a better driver than me, and he's actually a very good teacher as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
But I suppose if you do it with a few different people, I just hope we're not all contradicting each other, because we do all do things slightly differently.
Slightly different.
But just listen to Wade. If I say something and Wade said different, just listen to it. Right, so we'll go find Hannah an implement to cut the bales and open the bales with, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so I'm definitely dual jobbing this morning. I'm a triple jobbing this morning. Live broadcasting, tutoring, knife checking. So yeah, it's good for Hannah to have a learn. Will was one of our main drivers, and he's not driving anymore, and Hannah showed an interest. So it makes sense, doesn't it? Right, we need an implement, Danny.
What implement would we like?
Something sharp. Because between me, you and Anna, none of us have got a knife on us this morning. which is not fantastic, is it, really? Right, let's have a look. I've got a pair of scissors. That'll do it. Right. So Danny's making the milk. Good morning, by the way, Danny.
Right.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
We're on the Roundhouse this morning. It's a bit of a lesser spotted Danny up here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't see Danny up at the Roundhouse in the morning often, but the rotor's like swapping and changing a bit because we have got a few new people starting. So things are afoot and things are changing. So Hannah's just taking it nice and steady and slow, and that's the thing of main importance. Take it nice and steady and slow, and you can't have any accidents. Now, I say you can't have any accidents, and I try to make you feel better about this, didn't I? Because, and I've said it to everyone,
yeah. Don't
aim to hit anything, right? But I'm an half-decent JCB driver now, and I've hit everything. I've hit many things in my time. They'll do it, I think. Maybe not easily, but they will do it. While you cut them two, I'm going to go for a little walk around animals, alright? Just so you see some animals this morning, to be honest. It's one of those ad-lib broadcasts this morning. And Hannah usually has a knife on it. She does actually. I were relying on her. I've left mine at home. I were using it at home, so I've been a little bit better with knives. And you call yourself farmers? I know it's despicable. I think you'd be surprised how many. I think you'd be surprised how few farmers actually ever have a knife on them. Morning all at CHF from a sunny Norfolk. How come Will doesn't drive the JCB now, Dale, says Louise on it. He's left, he's not here anymore. He's just got another job. Lynn says good morning all. Lots of people saying. So yeah, the last of the few little lambs are up here at the roundhouse. Most of these will be going out into the field at some point soon. These are the last few to be born. I think there might even still be one or two still left to lamb. And anyone that's still in a pen is one that we're keeping an eye on or needs a little bit of something. A little bit of help in one way or another, or the lambs I just need to be a little bit careful with, or, you know, that's the reason they're still penned up. So it's just something to keep an eye on. Don't worry, they'll quite understand yet. Sorry everyone, if it is going to be a little bit of a random broadcast this morning. And probably not a very long one either. What's happening this morning? No Rob and a short broadcast. Yeah, sorry Christine. Sometimes the farming takes over, I'm afraid. It's not very often. And we do honestly do our best to try and keep on top of the schedule. But some days the farming takes over and there's just other things to do. Morning Dale, it's a gorgeous morning. Rob's away, not sure about Davey, he could be driving the other JCB. Dave's on manoeuvres this morning. He's gone to Mill Farm to pick up the mini digger, which actually takes quite a long time. Even though Mill Farm is only 10 minutes down the road, it actually takes much longer than you'd think. If you're driving a tractor with a trailer on, he's then got to load the digger up and bring it all the way back to the farm. So he'll be gone most of the morning. It'll be an hour and a half job by the time he's done. Is Rob away yet? He's gone away for his birthday. So yeah, there is still quite a few penned up actually. I'd like to know why. They might all be getting an extra feed, to be honest. And it's these three here that are last three to lamb. There's a chance. She might actually be lambing. She is. Danny, this one's this ewes lambing. So animals do come first, but this girl's lambing, so we're not quite sure how long she's been going at it, so we'll have a look. Oh, definitely wants a lamb. Right. We'll just lamb her, Dan. I think she might have been going a while. There's a foot and an head I can see, so she wants checking at least and probably just lambing. Danny's just going to get some hot water for her. So this is how it goes, folks. Everything happens all at once. That is sometimes how it goes. Oh crikey, live birth. Yeah, to catch one of the last three on on live's fairly lucky, I think. Where's Ruth and trainee vets? It's Ruth's day off, and the trainee vets have done. So Danny's up here this morning. We've just been feeding the lambs, and this girl's obviously started to lamb. I'm going to tell Hannah. While we do this, I'm going to tell Hannah she can crack on. I've a fair bit of confidence. Hannah, there's just a sheep lambing. I think you'll be all right to take one of them down. Yeah? Go for it. Nice and steady. Right, so me and Danny will have a look at this. I'll let Danny lamb it if you're happy. As long as there's no sinister. If you need help, I'll have no problems helping. Catch her, I think. She'll be fairly wick. Not wick enough for Danny though. She's strong, isn't she? I can tell she's built like a... Yep, got it. Has he got a leg back or the both?
There's 2 legs in it.
Ah, you've got it then.
It's a big lamb. Oh.
Yeah. Is there enough room for it to come out yet?
I
I think she's lamb once before at least. That is an absolute massive lamb. That is an absolute behemoth. Whenever they drag on like this, you always tend to think they're going to be big, and that's the biggest one I've seen this year.
So I put my hand in, I could
Danny's not a small man, and it's half size of your body.
There's only a single there, so I'll have a check now.
That's definitely the biggest lamb I've seen this year. See if she loves it. She does.
There we go.
And just like that. So she might have had that on her own, but you'd give that. She'd been pushing a long while.
Yeah.
I could tell by weight. Could tell by colour. You can tell by colour at lamb, colour at bag. She'd been going quite a while, and that is a big lamb, so it's definitely not worth the risk. That's a corker, that. You're not having it, which means she's not far off either. Just a single, that is that. Yeah.
I think they're all just singles last time.
It's worth. Well, if that's not a single, I'll eat me out. Might want a bit of love there, actually, Danny. That lamb.
Yeah.
Sometimes them big singles, they take a bit of getting going. What do you reckon it weighs?
8 kilograms.
Yeah, so, yeah. So it's a funny old one, because you'd think that lambs that big would never have much bother. But surprisingly, they do. Sometimes the bigger ones can take a little bit of getting going, especially if they've taken a while to land. It's not the wickedest thing ever. I probably... Yeah, good job we lammed that down. If we hadn't lammed that, it wouldn't... It's probably already a little bit. Yeah, well, that's better. Head shaken up is better. So, there you go. We're on about animals coming first. Well, sometimes that's just how it goes, so... Is it a boy or a girl? I'll get Danny to check. Looks like a... I'm trying to see if I can see any bits. Might be a girl, actually. A girl or a Gimme. It's coming round, yeah. It's shook its head a bit now. I think it'll be all right. Is it a Gimme lamb? We got told off. Oh, it's not. It's definitely a boy. We got told off. We got told off on a comment the other day that I saw for calling them boys and girls. Some lady was a bit upset the fact that we call lambs boys and girls, but it just naturally comes to you, you know. When you're doing lives and stuff, it just feels natural rather than to say a Gimme or a tuck. It just sometimes feels a bit natural. Well done to Danny there. Nice lamb. No, it's probably a good job you were pulling that, I think, because you were giving it some oomph then, weren't you?
Yeah, as soon as I put my hand in, you could tell.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check Anna's all right. She's just back and forth a bit. I'm just conscious she's struggling. She might just be taking wrap off, but I'll come back if she's all right. Oh, I'm all over this morning. I don't think I've ever felt so chaotic. And I've got to admit, I've told Anna that she can do these bales, but when I think back to me first learning to drive this JCB, I couldn't stab a bale properly for ages. It's just so much harder than you think. Danny, don't forget to do its navel. Somebody's just pointed it out, and that's sometimes easy to forget. Right, we're going to help Hannah. Roger prefers Gimme and tuck. He does. Yeah, he tells me off when I call them boys and girls. Right. I just said to him. I've told Anna, like, get that bale and take it, and I can't. And then I just thought to myself, I used to struggle with this so much when I was first learning to ride JCB.
I've got a straw bale on, and
yeah.
that's like already against the something, so
yeah.
got that behind me, but I didn't want to push it against the wall.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to show them the JCB, so there's no pressure. I'm going to point the camera over there. Right? So you're going to go in slightly. Wait up, hold up. Whoa. Whoa! Hold your horses. No, that's too much pressure. That's too much pressure. Get your sen on. Get your sen on. No, I'm going to help Anna. Yeah, me and Danny have just lammed one of them last ones to lamb. That big single, biggest lamb I've seen this year. Yeah, it's fine. Danny's sorting it. Right, bring your forks down a tiny bit more. Point them up a tiny bit more. Down again. Right, now go in at that. And there is a little bit of an oomph needed. So we'll do it steadily and see if you can do it steadily. And if not, you have to sometimes give them some oomph. It depends on bale. So nice and steady. In just a little bit. Right, stop. Now push your forks down into the ground. Yeah, that's enough. And then now push. Keep going. Right. It's so hard. It's giving me a little bit of PTSD just watching you do it, because how many times I did this when nobody were watching and I'm like, yeah, right. You'll be able to, if you tilt your forks up now, you'll be able to drag it back straight. So just reverse and you'll be able to pull it back straight. Right, that's it. So hard. I don't know if I am actually a good tutor now that I'm questioning. This is one of the hardest things to explain to someone how to do. Right, go in again. Right, a little bit less. Don't go into them quite as much as you just did. No. Go forward. That's it. Lift your forks up a bit. There. Now drive in. Stop. Now, on this occasion, you can tilt them up a little bit because you've made some room. Yeah, stop. Now drive in with a bit of violence. Yeah, stop. Now push the forks down. Wait, not that much. Up a tiny bit. And then drive in with a bit more violence. It's fine. Jump off and I'll show you how to do it next one when we're not on live broadcast. And if you watch, you might be able to see what I mean. You won't, camera.
So now we're going to see Dale's expertise.
It is so. I genuinely, I did get PTSD, so I'm like, this is, and it were like, you know, when you think back to something, then I was like, oh my god, I'd forgotten how much I used to do it.
Well, you'll do it naturally, even without even like you won't even think what your hand's doing. What you're
in, push down.
Oh, you made that look like.
Yeah, but it isn't as easy as that though. Do you think you can drop it off on your own? No, let's go do it. Are you happy holding that for us?
I'm happy holding this.
You genuinely forget how much I struggled with it. I'll be honest, I didn't really have much of a duty in it.
So you just have to get on with it?
Yeah.
Sometimes it is alright.
We weren't as, I don't want to say we weren't as organised back then, but we definitely weren't as organised back then.
Well,
you did just have to crack on with it.
With the buckets and the rubbish and stuff like that, I'm just kind of like being told to get on with that.
Buckets and rubbish is good for just learning to drive the machine, as in like, you know, turning corners. Like the first time you're getting one of these, I can't explain to someone how weird it is.
It's weird because this bit goes that way, like the front bit, I'm just going to use my hand, that goes that way, whereas this back bit, what we're sat in, goes that way. So it's just like a snake and it goes completely different directions.
It's called pivot steering, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the technical term.
And it's like, it's super odd. And when somebody watches you driving it, I think they think it's like driving a car or something.
It's not like driving a car at all.
It does not feel the same. Although now, I can't differentiate. Do you know what I mean? I find us driving this like driving my car. That's what Wade was saying earlier.
Yeah, well that's what he was telling me. He was like, now I get in and it's just like...
It is literally just like driving a car. And I can't even imagine for Wade, because Wade's like, he's a very good driver. There is levels there's levels to this stuff. Wade's a very good driver.
Wade is very good.
And it's like, back then, do you know when I said, oh, you'll be alright taking that bale? I never even considered that. Like, until I just I heard you reverse a few times. I was like,
I think she might be struggling a little bit.
How many times I struggled with it. So yeah, it's sometimes.
But yeah, I would say
you forget how when you're learning something, when you've learned something, you forget how hard it is to learn something.
Yeah, this is like my second ever time doing it. We've got Amy.
Queen Amy.
And George. Twins.
We're doing a live broadcast. Because Rob's not here, and he forgot to say.
Oopsies.
We're doing bales. The sheep's just lambed.
And Dale forgot I couldn't do a bale.
I didn't forget.
You didn't forget.
I would say, do you know when you've learned something, you forget how hard it is to learn something.
So he heard me reversing a couple of times, and he was like,
Where do you want this?
I was thought maybe this barn, because them cows are going to need a lot. There's not going to be enough for tonight.
Shall we do these cows? Because they're eating a lot, aren't they? These cows.
I have just put all that in front of them.
But that'll be gone in half hour, won't it?
If you were to have chance this morning, this pen, this pen, could just do with a JCB.
Wow.
A digger.
That's a lot of pressure, that, Anna.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You think you've got it?
Yeah.
Right.
Only if you've got time.
Yeah, we'll try. Right. There's a lot of pressure on us this morning.
And
don't you think?
sorry, you're giving me control of the camera.
So it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure that was my best angle ever. Right. Go on then. Jump down on this gate, and then we'll go do this second bale.
So, am I doing this
off camera?
Okay. Right. We're on a mission. That was just me and Dale navigating which gate to open. Oh god, you probably can't really hear. Dale's gonna show us how to do it in effortless style. And then he's gonna give it a gentle nudge. Whee! The girls are currently mucking out. Say hi! Oh, I'll read some comments, but I think Dale's done. He's done. Right, I'll shut this gate and jump back in. So I'm going to hand the phone back to Dale now.
I think we're going to...
Yeah.
Because we really can't do both at the same time.
No.
8 o'clock. Hey Ben, do you want to show them the animals for 10 minutes and then end the broadcast?
We need to move Sapphire and her first,
Oh,
so
that's
I'll
good.
try and film at the same time.
You do that and then you can end it after that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello
Bye,
everybody.
everyone. I won't be rude. I'm just trying to do so many things this morning.
As opposed to your usual
Usual
no
talk.
things.
So many things going on. Right. Thank you everyone. Amy's going to show the horses, then we'll go. Don't worry, it's a little bit earlier than normal. I've already told them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye. So, I don't know if anyone heard that, but round of applause for Hannah. Go, Hannah. Right, we need to move Sapphire and Yorkshire Rose from there to there. She has been good on a collar. We're going. We're not guardians of the life. I've said we'll do moving the horses and then we'll say goodbye.
Okay.
So I'll attach myself to the big horse if I've got one hand.
Okay.
She has been good as Yorkshire Rose, but she gets a little bit excited when she reaches the grass, which I think having one hand on her phone will be her prime opportunity to break free. Where are the big collars?
Oh, I think Danny put them away.
Oh!
Go and fetch. There's the baby collar.
So we're thinking, oh gosh, right, the comments were up at the top, so I thought they were broken again. Yes, we've got a baby collar. They're ready. They know where they're going. So we turn these guys out for a few hours, and then we bring them in and we swap them for Silver and Brooke for a few hours, and then they come in on an afternoon. So they're only getting a few hours each on the grass. For those of you that have got horses, I'm sure you'll know, but just for those that don't, you obviously don't want to leave them on fresh grass for too long. It can upset the stomachs, and it's the first bit of grazing that they've had of the year. So you're on rotations, aren't you, to make sure that no one's getting poorly. Yes, we're very friendly this morning, aren't we? We've been fed, so we're actually being sociable for a change. So George has just gone to get the big collars because the baby collar will not fit on Sapphire. Good morning, Brooke. So Brooke is, I think she's quite, well, she is quite considerably bigger than Silver. So if you come and visit, obviously Brooke's got a lot more grey in her, and she is bigger. She's the bigger of the two. Silver looks diddy next to her. Oh, it's saying I've got a slow connection. So who else have we got down here? We've got our boy alpacas. We did have our billy goats in with these guys, but they kept escaping. You tell us how, but we kept having escaping billy goats. So they're up in one of the other pens at the moment, so that they can't keep running around the farm. One of them did make it to the reptile house, so we've had to rehome those guys. You've still got one of our cows, and yeah, they're paddocks. So we are just slowly getting our equines out. Obviously the minis are out. So we have Aussie out overnight, and we bring him in, and then we put the minis out during the day. Again, so that they're not having grass for too long, and so that they're all getting a shell. So we can't put Aussie out with Winston or with the donkeys. So Linda said, can I remind someone that little new lamb needs a tube feed if no one has done it? Is that what Dale said I need to remind people of? I will put a message on now, just to let Danny know, because it's Danny that's up in the roundhouse. I think the new lamb may need a tube, so I'll let Danny know. Georgie is ready. I'm hoping this is going to go as well as it went yesterday, and they're not going to take advantage of the fact. So Sapphire has to have a certain collar because she has got the biggest head of all the horses on the farm. So yes, Yorkshires would follow Sapphire without the collar. However, we need to get her collar trained, because if she's never collar trained, she will reach this size and she'll be an absolute maniac. So we start when they're young to get them used to it.
There you go, but easy too. It's a bit harder when they're bigger and they've not got those manners. Good.
Yeah, so you've got to make sure you're teaching manners to these horses. Obviously, they're a lot bigger than us, and if you don't make sure that they know how to behave, you could end up in a little bit of trouble.
There we go.
Right, I shall release the electric fence. Try not to zap myself. Just gonna. Do not shove the gate, please, Sapphire. Right. Fence is on. Pick up the horse. Sorry if this view is really bad. Just trying to do. I'm just like. Right, so we've got one gate open. Come on, hon. Two gates open. And we've got Sapphire. And if I can find Georgie, we've got Yorkshire Rose. This is ultimate multitasking. Yeah. So Georgie was just saying that she's going to let Sapphire off first, so we can get out of the way. Because like I was saying, Yorkshire Rose does get very excitable. Sorry, your view's going to be rubbish again while I unclip this collar. So that's Sapphire off. And then I'm going to go through. And we're going to shut this gate. So look, she's just getting ready. So she just wants to go and run, basically. Go run and frolic. So George is clipping her off.
Oh, that was a bit calmer than yesterday.
It was. Yesterday, she was released and nearly took Georgie out. So
Oh, there we go.
there, so she's having a nice bit of a frolic there.
Yes, I'm not sure how much of that all of you saw. I'm hoping it was as much as physically possible. But look, yeah, so they're both enjoying their nice summer grass. Well, are we in summer yet? Is it still spring grass? Spring
We're
grass.
like between, aren't we? Spring.
Feels like summer, but it's spring.
It does feel like summer.
She was very calm this morning. I wonder if, because it's so warm, I wonder if it's like wiped her out a little bit and she's just
Tired out. Oh, Winston.
Winston's shouting at his women.
The soundtrack of Cameron Hall Farm.
Winston screaming. Right then, so I think we're going to head now because we have still got plenty to get done. So
Did Georgia get her Christmas stocking? Yes, I did. Thank you so much. I did try and say thank you on another live in case you were watching, so I'm sorry you missed that. But yes, thank you so much. It was absolutely amazing to get that all the way from America. So yeah, thank you so much for that. It was very, very thoughtful. I love
very
it.
well spotted comment
Yes,
there. But yeah, thank you very much guys for watching, and I'm sure we'll see you again later. Bye.